Hello and greetings, viewers. This is English News Broadcast live from our headquarters in Asmara. It's 10:30 p.m. Friday, October 29, and I'm the reporter Miram Yohannes. Here's a rundown of the top stories we are covering. Announcement from the Ministry of Health. Agricultural Research Center in College. Fish and Roe, UK warns France it could retaliate over threats. US returns 250 antiquities to India after probe into stolen art. And now we proceed to the details for the local news. We have an announcement from the Ministry of Health. 10 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 and tests is carried out today at quarantine centers and testing stations in the central, Ansaba, and southern Red Sea regions. Out of these, 6 patients are from testing stations and 1 from a quarantine center, which are 7 patients in Asmara, central region. 2 patients are from quarantine centers in Karan, Ansaba region. The last patient is from a quarantine center in Mandafara, southern region. On the other hand, 3 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospitals in the central region have fully recovered and have been discharged from these facilities. The total number of recovered patients has accordingly risen to 6,724, while the number of deaths stands at 45. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 6,860. Ministry of Health, Asmara, October 29, 2021. The Agricultural Research Center, established in Akhlalat Administrative Area, Golij Subzone, reported that it is contributing in boosting agricultural production as well as best livestock breeds. The comment was made at the event organized in the center to observe the World Farmers' Day. According to Mr. Berhan Takhlit, head of the research center, the objective of commemorating the World Farmers' Day at the center was to create a forum in which agricultural experts and farmers share their experiences and see firsthand the contribution of the center in the development of agriculture and livestock in the country. Mr. Berhane went on to say that the center is conducting research on variety of crops, vegetables, fruits, as well as indigenous tree seedlings and livestock cross-breeding activity. Mr. Tagay Berhane, director of Halhale National Agricultural Research Center, indicated that the agricultural research centers in various parts of the country are significantly contributing in producing drought and disease-resistant improved crop seeds. He also called on farmers to take advantage of the opportunity and follow the advice provided by agricultural experts and boost their agricultural production. Meeting on development of teaching learning process was conducted in Quatita Administrative Area, My Aini subzone. At the meeting, in which representatives of the public, concerned institutions, and stakeholders took part, extensive discussion was conducted on the challenges that are significantly affecting the development of the teaching learning process and the remedial measures that should be taken. Mr. Ta'amil Fitwi, head of the education office in the subzone, called on the residents and concerned institutions to strengthen contribution in alleviating the challenges that the schools in the subzone are facing. Mr. Ahmed Usman, administrator of the subzone, on his part, called for a reinforced relationship between students, teachers, and school communities. Coming up after our short break is your international news. Stay with us. Welcome back. France has said it could stop British boats from landing if the dispute over licenses was not resolved by Tuesday. France was angered by a decision from the UK in Jersey last month to deny fishing licenses to dozens of French boats to access British waters and argued that this breached the Brexit deal. The country has warned it would block British boats from landing their catch in some ports next week and tighten checks on UK boats and trucks if the dispute over the fishing licenses was not resolved by the 2nd of November. France has also warned it could cut electricity supplies to Jersey, a British Crown dependency, as it previously threatened in May. The UK could respond in turn if France goes ahead with threats amid a row over post-Brexit fishing rights, the Environment Secretary has said, warning that two can play at that game. The UK also maintains the rejected applications that sparked the row did not have enough supporting evidence to show the boats had a history of fishing in Britain's or Jersey's waters. A meeting with officials from France, Jersey, the UK and European Commission on Wednesday led to 162 French boats being given licenses to fish in Jersey's waters from today. Authorities in the United States have returned about 250 antiquities to India in a long-running investigation of a stolen art scheme. The items worth an estimated $15 million were handed over on Thursday during a ceremony at the Indian consulate in New York City. The ceremony follows a sprawling probe by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office and U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which focused on tens of thousands of antiquities allegedly smuggled into the U.S. by dealer Subhash Kapoor, who has denied the allegations. Authorities said Kapoor, jailed in India and facing charges there pending a U.S. extradition request, used his Art of the Past gallery in New York to traffic looted treasures from India and various countries in Southeast Asia. The investigation has resulted in the recovery of 2,500 artifacts valued at $143 million and convictions of 6 Kapoor co-conspirators. In June, the district attorney office returned more than 2,000 artifacts worth $3.8 million to Cambodia as part of the investigation. Another 33 objects were sent back to Afghanistan in April. Court papers filed in New York say Kapoor went to extraordinary lengths to acquire the artifacts, many of them statues of Hindu deities, and then falsified their origin with forged documents. They say Kapoor traveled the world seeking out antiquities which had been looted from temples, homes, and archaeological sites. Some of the artifacts were recovered from Kapoor's storage unit in New York. Following is a recap of our top stories. Announcement from the Ministry of Health. Agricultural Research Center in College. Fish and Roe, UK warns France it could retaliate over threats. US returns 250 antiquities to India after probe into stolen art. That was all for tonight. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.